Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing very well. I'm the Timeister, and welcome back to Dunswell. You're going to notice right off the bat that I sound a little different than usual, and that is just because I am revamping my studio. I'm in full renovation mode, so as of right now, I don't have access to my normal microphone, so I'm using another headset, so the audio quality might not be as good, but it might not be too bad. I'm not even sure what I'm going to sound like. But it's only going to be like this for the first half of the episode because a little later in the episode, I actually end up using my normal mic. So anyway, you're going to notice me change my voice at some point. So yeah, episode 20. I can't believe we're already at episode 20. This is going to be a pretty special episode because we're going to be getting into a new section of town completely. I'll explain a little bit more on that as we get there in this episode, but I'd just like to take the first minute or so and develop this park here on, I guess, the southern part of the main island. I've been meaning to build a park here for a long while. It's not really something that I could have made like an entire episode on. It's just too small. So I decided just to get it out of the way at the beginning of this episode before moving on to the other part of town. So it's really simple. It's just a nice clean nature park, just a couple of trails here and there. But in just a second here, we're going to head out over to the new part of town, and you'll see how that is going to develop. Now, as I start to develop the main highway connection on this part of town, I'm going to explain why I'm doing this in the first place. So look down below, you'll notice that my demand is quite high, especially my residential demand. And right now the problem is I have no more room to expand outwards on the downtown island. I could have just went like all out high density, but I still want the city to kind of remain realistic. I want there to be low density, kind of, mixed in with some high density. So I think the best solution for this is just to hop on over to the mainland and start to develop a whole new suburban area. Now, the first thing I got to get out of the way is building the main highway connection that'll feed this entire area. So, as you can see, I'm just laying down some highways. There will be, some extra connections here and there, but this will be like the main throughway coming into this part of town. So anyways, I'm just going to let you guys enjoy this time-lapse. Don't worry, the entire episode is not going to be in time-lapse mode. It's just as I lay down some streets and stuff just to get everything ready before, going back into the live play. So there will be some live play a little later in this episode. So just sit back and enjoy a couple of tunes.
Alright everyone, that was a quick little time lapse, and here we are in Port Hope, or as the locals like to call it, Poho. Now I know that Poco is actually like a place near Vancouver, so this shall be Poho. Now, before I build anything yet, I'm gonna look at our metro network, because last episode we extended the metro line so it could come up and service this area, but it looks like I may have to reconfigure some of it. What I think I'm gonna do, I went over this a little bit. I think I'm going to run an above ground metro line. Where's page up? Oh, there. I can't really see my keyboard that well when I'm playing the game. So I'm gonna have a metro station like around here, and this track is gonna run along just like this. So I may as well place down this section of track. Now, if you see here, if I go back into my metro line, yeah, I suppose here. So you see that these two tracks don't really line up. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. And another issue I'm gonna have is this is underground, this is above ground. I want this to be above ground to, you know, just have that Vancouver feel to it. But a transition from underground to above ground is about like a 24-meter transition. So it takes up quite a bit of length to do so. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is, I'm actually gonna pause the game real quick. I think right over here by this rail track, there's nothing here. I think this would be a good place for a transition. Now, the only thing I'll have to do is move here. Actually, I'll have to delete. Oh, shoot. What did I delete? Oh, I removed some power lines. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. But I kind of like the power lines there. Adds a little bit of realism. There. All right, so I removed that section of rail. Now, I am going to move this station. Where should I move it? I don't want to move it very far. What's this? Why is this occupied? I could move it like right here, just a little farther up the road, and that would give me enough room to make this transition. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a little challenging here. I'm gonna place it down and let's see how this goes. All right, so let's go underground, -9 meters, I think it is, or -12. So then this track will have to curve out like this. Go into tunnel mode. And then this is gonna run straight like this. And then there, that just looks good. I mean, I know looks are totally subjective, but as some of you have commented, the smoothness of a curve actually affects the speed at which a train goes through these tunnels. So, you know, we want ample speed. Oh, what happened there? So I'm gonna have a straightaway come up like this. This is gonna turn slightly to like this. And then this is where we'll have our transition back up to the surface, right up to 12 meters. Actually, I wanted to have it in a straight line, so let's do that. Go back down to -12. Let's do this. Okay. We'll have this going in a straight line. Going right up to 12 meters, and I don't want this to be too steep of an incline. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I am going to go back underground. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Oh, I went into cinematic mode. I'm going to go underground. I'm going to raise this up as far as I can without messing up the terrain. And that'll at least give me a little head start. That's going to give me a nice head start to return to the surface. There we go. So 12 meters. Let's go with this. Ooh, that is pretty sharp. That is pretty steep. Here, let's maybe, I'm gonna start from this end. If I build a bridge, if I can build a bridge up to here, if the game would let me. Okay, this is gonna look ugly before it looks nice, but if I can build a bridge that goes up to here, and then over to, actually, you know what? I could probably just curve this in. I'll have this going straight like that, and then I'll have this curve and connect up to the rest of the rail. So now we can just use move it to correct all of this. So basically, I will go and select this node, bring this up. Actually, hold on. I'm going to select all of these nodes and do slope object. I'm going to bring this down. And this will start to make its way back down to this level. It's all gonna work out, guys. It's gonna be great. Now we'll just try to fix this nosedive here. This is behaving really weirdly. I don't understand why it's behaving that way. All right, and then I'll bring this down like so. All the way down to 12 meters. There, that looks a little better, but I still think this is pretty steep, so I'm gonna raise it up. And this, of course, is gonna kind of affect the terrain. Or is it really that bad? It's not that bad. And just to make this look slightly better, I will bring this bridge to ground level until here. There we go. That looks a lot better. All right, so then this goes up over to this bridge. I'll just raise this node a little bit just to smooth out the bridge, and there we have it. And there we have it, guys. What do you think? That doesn't look half bad, does it? I kind of lost some rocks here. Let's place down some more rocks. There. Okay, now let's come on over to the other side of town and place our rail station, elevated metro station. Oh, hold on. I should place down one of these, the content creator pack stations, because they look absolutely fantastic. And look at that. Does this even fit right where we want it to? Not exactly. I guess it's okay there. All right, and then we'll connect this up. Just like that, and then this, I'll have this line going out this way, I think. What do you guys think? Oh, shoot. I'll fix that in a minute. I turned off collision to make a cool looking bridge so it wouldn't remove the pillar when I placed it in between this median here, but it replaced all of the trees that this should have gotten rid of. But that's okay. Minor details. And there we are. So then this segment will go off into other portions of the city. Maybe we can have this going like right into the mountain and popping out the other side somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure that out someday. But look at that. We have our metro station all figured out. This will provide a very important link to the rest of the city. And it wasn't really that intrusive. Like, we didn't have to destroy any homes or anything like that. Everything is perfect. All right, so now without further ado, actually I have to lay down some more water and power infrastructure. Now for power, it's not going to be too complicated. I just have to run some power lines over to this corner of the map. Can I do that without destroying any homes? I don't think I can. All right. Not a problem. I'll just run the power lines parallel to... This is gonna kind of ruin these guys' backyards. I wish there were underground power lines. Wouldn't that be fantastic? You know what? I'm just gonna temporarily run some power lines across the water, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do later on. Because I mean, we're just producing so much power. I really don't need another power plant. But what I do need is water. So let's have a water tower somewhere over here. I'm thinking maybe over here by the highway. And then I'm also gonna need some water pumps, and I'll need some way of getting rid of the extra of our sewage. But let's check the water flow real quick. I'm curious to see which way the water is flowing. It's flowing outwards, so we would be safe. And there's like literally no water flow over here. So I think we should be safe to place our water treatment plants maybe over here, but then that's gonna pollute all of this. It might not pollute it a lot though if I put the eco inlet or the eco treatment plants. I think it pollutes water so very little that it has like almost no effect. Let's go for it. We'll try that out. All right, so bear with me just 2 minutes, guys. I'm gonna lay down some pipes all over town, and then we'll get into developing Port Hope. All right, here we go. Our water pipes are all laid down. Oops, it looks like I missed a spot. And look at this masterpiece. They're all under the roads, just the way you guys like it. All right. Now, let's start. Nope, the next thing we got to do is lay down some healthcare buildings. So, of course, we're going to need a hospital, which, where should we put our hospital? I'm going to put the hospital right here. And then, of course, let's have a cemetery. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of these little extra roads that I placed down. It's kind of like, it's weird. I should have placed them like one wider, because then I could fit a lot of buildings a bit better. But anyways, here, we'll have a cemetery way over here. Let's have a child center. Child health center. Actually, I guess we could combine that with the hospital, and then an elder care. Let's have one of those right over here. Medical helicopter depot. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a crematorium as well. Let's not forget that. And then community pool. Let's have a community pool. Why not? And what's this? Yoga garden. Sure, yoga garden as well. And of course, maybe a spa would do us some good. We're losing money now, you know, we're going all out, guys. Providing all the necessary things for our citizens. Let's just have a spa right here. And what else do we have? We have a sports hall and gymnasium. Of course, we're gonna place one of these down in Port Hope. Why don't we place one down right here by the highway? Super easy access. And let's go ahead with that. So then, fire protection. Very important. And our fire hall should go, let's place it right here along the main road. And then police headquarters. Let's put this building down right in front of the hospital, sure. You know what? We're gonna need a prison pretty soon too. Prison is a correctional facility to transform criminals into law-abiding citizens. Oh, okay. So we need to rehabilitate some citizens who do crime. Not even sure where we should place down a prison. Maybe on the tip of this peninsula over here would be a good spot. Or is there an island somewhere that we could put it? Maybe like over here, but that would be cooler if it was a park or something. Maybe this. I don't know. I don't really think crime rate is 5%. It's really not a problem right now, and we have more than enough jail capacity. Holy geez, we're losing a lot of money now, guys. We got to get some more people in town. But we have a couple more buildings to place down, such as an elementary school. I think we're going to need 2 of those, really, to service this entire area. And then 1 high school should suffice. There. Oh, why doesn't anybody have any water? Oh, well, they would have power, of course. All right, well, that's an easy fix. Boom. Can connect this up to the rest of the city. And then in terms of power, well, to be honest, there's not a whole lot we can do except zone and then wait until the zonage reaches all of these buildings. That's pretty well all we can do for now. So let's just go crazy with the residential zonage. And you know what? We could use a park as well. Dog park. And a small park. And then maybe a small playground as well. Right over here. And another one. There. So that's just going to raise land value. And at this point we have pretty much everything we need in order for this area to start growing, except power, but power is going to make its way. There we are. There's our power. And then our commercial zones are just gonna line this main road, just like that. And then let's have some high density residential as well. So I kind of imagine this part of town being like super high end. You know, this is a good place to live, super high standards of living. Homes here probably cost a fortune. But yeah, that's the kind of thought that I have when I'm developing this area. And this is going to help us big time to reach our goal of 60,000 people. Oh, look at that. Everything is all connected now. So all of this extra zonage here, I mean, this is evidently going to cause a death wave at some point, but it also sets us up for the future. So we won't have to worry about residential demand for quite some time now, because as demand is going to go up, houses are going to build, and then demand's going to go down. So it's going to take a while for demand to equalize when this is all done here. There, so I think that should do it. I laid down like way more streets than I had to. Oh, does this still not have any power? All I need are a couple of houses over here, and that should connect our water tower up with the rest of the town. There we are, look at that. Boom, everything is fully functional now. All right, guys, well, things are going good. I'm happy. Life is good in Poho. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta connect up this this station now. So we had our red, oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the red line. So let's delete that. Connect this up to the main hub, create new line. So there's gonna be one stop here. I feel like this is quite a ways for a stop, but at the same time, not really. Yeah, it's not bad. Add stop and complete line. Let's go into our lines overview. Let's rename our line. So this is going to be the west line. Oops, cap locks. West, and I'm going to change this into red. The metro line, this one will be east, and this one will be north. And let's just watch. Oh shoot, I gotta set this to vanilla. Oh, that's right, I was gonna try something, guys. I was gonna try something, hold on. Okay, I kind of screwed up. Well, not really, but I'm gonna lay down some zonage. I'd like for all of this to be like high-tech housing. And then all of this southern portion here, Myrtle Park, I actually like that name. So Myrtle Park is gonna be regular vanilla housing. But then this Port Hope area, I'd like to make this high-tech housing. So what does this do? It turns homes into much cooler, smart homes to raise the land value around them, slightly increase land value, but it's more expensive for the building upkeep. But that's okay. Is there anything else that we can do over here? We can encourage biking. VIP area. No, I think that's okay for now. Services. Yeah, let's do recycling, recycle plastics, prefer parks, tourists. No, that's okay. I think that's all right like that. So all of these houses are going to slowly transform into high-tech housing, and then let's just make sure we go vanilla for Myrtle Park. So let's accelerate the simulation, and I think all of these houses are gonna get destroyed, unfortunately, or maybe they won't. Maybe any new development will be high-tech. I'm not exactly sure. All right, well, all that's left to do now is just to let the simulation do its thing, let this area play out. Commercial demand is just not going down. I'll just have to address that. But overall, this new Port Hope area is doing very well. I'm liking this part of town. I'd like to get into some buildings that I've never built before, such as, where was it? I think there was like an aviation club. Where was that? Oh yeah, it was part of a unique building. Aviation club, you know, we have some science centers that we can place. If I go back into my park menu, where was it? Oh yeah, there's a park maintenance building that we have to place down, and this just improves and boosts parks in the region. We got to take advantage of all these types of buildings in the future. What else was there? I'm thinking of course, we have like the universities and stuff, but we pretty much placed all of the educational buildings, all of our health-related buildings as well. Police helicopter depot, we could probably place that down, but crime rate's just so low at this point. It's not really that big of a problem. What else? I'm thinking that there was a collection of buildings that I never placed, and I wanted to place them down somewhere, but I'm forgetting what it is now. Oh yeah, I mean, we have all of these Japanese content creation pack. A lot of these buildings might not apply to this city, but some building looks really cool, like Robotics Institute. We have the semiconductor plant. You know, all of these buildings, they look really cool, and they have a lot of, you know, they do a lot of good for the city. They have a lot of perks. Oh yeah, and we have to have a zoo as well. That's what I was thinking of. We should build a zoo somewhere. I have yet to figure out where that is, but we'll have a zoo somewhere. So anyways, guys, I thank you so much for watching this episode. That's going to be it for today. we're going to continue the expansion of Dunswell in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and until the next episode, take care, everyone.